200 days ago, I didn't even know where to start. I have been learning to code for 200 days. No boot camp, no mentor, just me, my pencil, my notebook, and best of all, my laptop. And honestly, a dream that I kept trying to quit on. And somewhere along the way, it stopped being about coding and it became about proving to myself that I could actually finish something that I put my mind to. When I first started, I thought it would be easy. Watch a few tutorials, build a few projects, and boom, I'm a web developer. But that's not how it went at all. I failed so many times that I just stopped counting. Some days I didn't even want to open my laptop. Other days I would sit on the same problem for hours, literally just trying to make one thing work. But every single one of those days taught me who I am, not just as a developer, but as a person. And there were moments where I almost wanted to quit, not because I didn't love it, but because I just didn't feel like I was good enough for it. When you're staring at code that won't work for you, you're honestly at like the 5th hour and nothing is connecting, it messes with you. You start equating your worth as a person, as a developer, to this one line of code that just is not working. It can make you question everything. But every time I thought about quitting, I just had to keep reminding myself, why did I start this in the first place? It wasn't about being the best coder. It was about becoming someone who doesn't give up. Somewhere around day 150 or so, things started to click. I wasn't scared to break things anymore. I understood that the mistakes, that is what builds you. Practice makes perfect, right? And then that was when I realized learning how to code is honestly just learning how to think. How to be patient with yourself when everything around you feels like chaos. That's when I stopped chasing perfection and started chasing progress. So 200 days of coding taught me way more about myself than I even expected. I learned that discipline is quieter than motivation, that nobody is there to push you and you have to be there to push yourself. When you're moving slow, at least you're still moving. Most people give up when it stops being exciting, but if you can keep going after that part, you start becoming someone new. There's this middle phase that nobody talks about. When you're not a beginner anymore, but you're not necessarily an expert either. And that's just where I've been living for a while now. It's uncomfortable because you can see how far you have come, but you can also see how much you have left. But honestly, that's where the growth happens. What kept me going wasn't progress. It was the idea of who I could become if I didn't quit. Because trust me, and I'm sure you relate, we have quit things before. I've had things or just moments where I'm like, hey, this just ain't for me, but this ain't for me. But this time, I wanted to find out what happens if I actually finish. If I actually went through with what I said I would do. Learn how to code in 6 months. Obviously, some time has passed. Looking back now, I am super proud. All glory to God though. Not because I know everything, because I literally don't. I actually feel like I barely know anything, but I know enough of what I want to know. But legitimately, my consistency and the fact that I just did not stop and I stayed disciplined for 200 days, and then some, we're a little bit over. I was just curious. It was 200 days ago. And now I know enough to make websites for real paying clients. I'm consistent. I am disciplined. I'm motivated, bro. I can motivate my damn self to just get up and do something. That's crazy. If you were somewhere in the middle of your own journey, whatever it is, it don't gotta be coding, don't gotta be tech. Just remember this. The days you wanna quit are the same days that build you. And if I can do 200 days of this, you can do yours too. 200 days down, and the journey continues. I'll be catching y'all in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this. Leave a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. Deuces. Y'all are super goated.